Hi everyone, it's Carmen here. Welcome to my back porch. I'm dropping this about a week after I had planned because the Murphy family went down with some sort of plague, which was non-COVID and non-flu, but ugly nonetheless. So we're all back up and functioning right now, and I wish I could say the same for our monthly inventory. Um, we are about 600 or so units lower than we were in October. Um, and as you can see from this beautiful day, the spring market is really starting to pop, which means that we're seeing a lot of smaller markets within the large market. I'm sure everybody is listening to the national news and, real estate is going to hell in a handbasket. But within that, we're seeing properties that had been pulled off the market in the fall come back onto the market and have multiple offers. Um, I went to look at a house in Chevy Chase the other day that had been on the market since October, and it was just languishing. And lo and behold, I went to the open house. It was a day like this. It was a beautiful day. And the house was teeming with people. And within a day, it was under contract, no contingencies. That story is kind of repeating itself in certain pockets throughout the area. My folks in DC, things are definitely a little bit slower there at this moment. But, I would assume carefully uh, that, as spring does come to the district, that the cherry blossoms will also bring a little bit of a better market. Um, right now, inflation news hasn't been great. So your best hedge against inflation is still to, even if it's at 6 or close to 7% today, the rates are ticked up again. So we're a little bit over 6.75 right now. Um, but at some point in time, what goes up will come down. Probably not back to 3% because that was completely fake. But now that the markets are kind of settling in, and if the Fed can just stop talking for a little bit and stop inciting a little instability, uh, I think that the rates will settle down just a little bit, and but it doesn't seem to be affecting the buyers who want to buy and get their housing costs fixed. I do want to talk about um, just a couple of quick notes. Um, the first is that there is an enormous amount of programs out there, down payment assistance. You don't have to necessarily be a first time home buyer. Um, you know, there's there is a lot of grant money out there, so I wouldn't be so concerned about, oh my gosh, I don't have 3% or 5% or whatever for a down payment. Remember that you don't need 20% down. There are lots of programs out there that will support a much lower down payment. So you should really be taking advantage of that. The longer you stay in the house, the more that the down payment assistance need to be repaid goes away. So, most of them that I'm seeing are, 5 years or so. So if you stay in the house for 5 years, all of that, falls off. Now you may be paying a little bit more interest, but remember that that is still tax deductible. Um, the other thing that I want to talk about are, it's not your parents' arms. Um, but there are a lot of, 7-year arms, 5-year arms out there right now, which gives you a really great way to get a little bit of a lower rate in this market. It's not the scary arms that we had, back in the Great Recession. We're talking fully amortized. We're talking you are locking your payment in for 5, 7 years. Plenty of time if you think you need to refinance out of it. It's great if you're thinking that you're going to be in the area for, maybe another 5 to 7 years. There's no need to be paying that extra interest on the 30-year fixed. Um, it's really something I would love to put you in touch with some really great lenders who can go through the whole program with you. Um, and so that's about it. It's short and sweet this month. And I no longer sound like I've been a pack a day smoker for 30 years. So I hope that you enjoy this beautiful weather. I hear it's supposed to be, close to 80 very soon this week. So, as always, if you have any questions, I am here to help you. In the meantime, whom do you know who might need my services? And I am happy to help in any way, shape, or uh, way that I can for all of your real estate needs and to answer any questions. So until next month, I will see you. I'm Carmen. Thanks for coming to my back porch.